Yes, as you say, the sun is shining over paradise.
And I have to say, it looks like a fantastic atmosphere building already in there, Paul.
Well, it always is for a flag day, you know, for supporters, and you know, obviously the man sitting beside me, Tom Boyd, will know more than you or I just how special it is for players as well on a day like today.
It's a very special occasion when you don't get booed. When I remember a way back in Fergus, I think, to try and take a wee bit of heat off him, asked myself and an elderly gentleman for the crowd to come out and help pull the flag down, and obviously there was a hostile reception that day, which was a wee bit disappointing. But no, these occasions are fantastic. It's a reward, as I've mentioned before, for the hard work of the previous season. You know, go through a good league campaign and getting the championship. And it's a fantastically fitting occasion to see Ross County players come out to give us a wee guard of honour, which is very nice. And I certainly hope there'll be far more of them to come in the seasons ahead.
Well, as Tom says, yes, the Ross County players got a very good reception there. They have formed a guard of honour, and it is now the Celtic players are going to be introduced one by one. And you know, Tom, as you say, 1998 was a special year. We stopped the 10, and that was a great day here at Celtic Park when we beat St Johnstone 2-0. Then, of course, to come out as you did the first day of the new season, and the players here don't want to get the game underway, but it's still a great occasion.
Yeah, and the advantage that the players may have is that they've already had competitive matches in the Champions League. Normally you come in here and this is your first game of the season. We didn't have that experience of play Champions League football beforehand, or qualification for Europe. Just shows you where we are, our Scottish footballers at this moment in time with the coefficient. So hopefully some of the results this season will go well, that this will be the first game of the season in future.
Well, there's going to be the party who are going to raise the flag. It's Scott Brown will, of course, I think, bring out the trophy. Ian Banky is going to go and raise the flag along with the honorary chairman of the Celtic Football and Athletic Club, John Keane, who is, I think, if you've read the story in the website this week, one of the most important men in Celtic's recent history, and I think you and I spoke about this, Tom. You were here at the time when John Keane stepped in at the most important hour and saved the club, and then backed Fergus's takeover, and this is a real fitting tribute for a genuinely great Celtic man.
There are so many people that you've got to thank for, obviously Fergus for turning around, but John was there with the money at the time to be able to put it up and say, well, there's my part in the history of Celtic, to maintain the history of Celtic. And it's very fitting that John comes out and helps unfurl the flag today, and I'm sure he'll be delighted man, a very mild man and unassuming man in many ways, but always very pleasant whenever we got to talk to him. And I know that on occasion sometimes meeting directors, especially Fergus, was quite hard to deal with, but certainly John was never like that. He was a very nice man whenever we got to deal with him.
And the reception that John Keane's getting from the Celtic support is fitting for his contribution, and he will unfurl the flag. Of course, we had another great Irishman last year in Sean Fallon, sadly passed away earlier this year, and he received a wonderful reception, and this year it's another Irishman and John Keane.
Yes, and giving us obviously going back to our roots and how we were formed and the close association we do have with Ireland down the years, but a fantastic reception from John. A great tribute to a fantastic Celtic man.
Well, of course, this is the moment where the fans will count down before the flag is unfurled. It is just an acknowledgement of the success of last season when Celtic made it 2 in a row, and the flag will be unfurled. Celtic, we already knew it, confirmation again that we are the champions, and we will hope that that flag will remain raised over Celtic Parks. This season will be going for 3 in a row, the new Premiership season. It's important to go off to a good start as well.
Yes, sometimes these occasions can be overlook the game in many times, many ways. You've seen it down the years where it falls flat, the football falls flat a wee bit, but hopefully with the benefit of the games that we have had, that gives us that wee bit of edge over Ross County in terms of that bit of sharpness that we have, and especially playing here at Celtic Park. Ross County came last season and gave us so many problems. Other than the one game, I think we won 5-0 here at Celtic Park. Other than that, we drew here, we get beat and drew at Ross County. So, they've lost a couple of their better players, but we hopefully highlighting, Bo Richter today, and hopefully he'll come in and help transform and give the whole crowd a lift on what is a very special occasion.
Well, I mean, the excitement before the game obviously is the raising of the league flag, and that's been done, and the trophies out there just now. You've just mentioned one man, and I think if we go through the starting 11, I think everybody will be quite excited to see our new Dutch signing.
Yes, and it's good to see his play, obviously at the expense of George Sanders, who I think after the treatment that he got, I was speaking to somebody in there and saying it's not quite the Atletico Madrid game. I know I mentioned that in commentary during the week there, but it was certainly, he was getting the wrong end of a lot of treatment, a lot of cynical challenges. So Celtic's team for today will be in goals, Fraser Foster, a back four of Michael Lustig, Effie Ambrose, Kelvin Wilson and Emilia Igzagiri. Sorry, Charlie McGrew is in place of, I've read that wrong. Charlie McGrew in place of Kelvin Wilson. In midfield we'll have Joe Ledley, Chris Commons, Scott Brown and James Forrest, probably with Boa Richter and Anthony Stokes. Possibly, as we mentioned earlier, the formation can change, it could be quite flexible in terms of who's playing. So that's your Celtic lineup for today, and hopefully it'll be a winning one.
Well, Scott Brown will go into the huddle, the first huddle of the new competitive domestic season, and Celtic going for 3 in a row. They're going to be playing a team who did very, very well last season, Ross County. They deservedly finished in the top 6. Celtic won here 4-0 against them, but those 3 games up at Victoria Park were very difficult. 2 draws and a victory for the Highland side. And this afternoon, all in dark blue, Ross County will be hoping to get their season off to a good start. But of course, the champions at home looking for 3 points.